Hey guys, it's Chantelle, mom of 3, and I'm back. You guys, first of all, I am super excited to be making this video. Also, I'm a bit nervous because I haven't put out a video in over a year. So, I'm excited. This is my Q&A. So I posted on Instagram a few days ago questions that you guys had for me. And today I'm going to answer those questions. There were some really good questions and a lot of questions. So basically what I'm going to do is answer as many as I can. I don't want to make this a long video. Also, I'm not going to edit this video because I am trying to get this up and running very quickly. It's been a long time since I've done anything with videos, so I'm just trying to do it quick and easy. So you guys will have a video finally from me. So first and foremost, for everyone who has continued to follow me and watch my videos and look at me on Instagram, thank you for your support. I seriously do love you guys. You guys are amazing. You've got me through this. Little did you know what I was going through this past year. So I'm going to give you guys a little glimpse of what's going on. So the biggest question and most asked question I got was, why did you stop posting videos? So here's the answer. I went through a divorce. In May, it will be a 2-year long process that I've been going through. And during that time, I was advised to quit posting videos. So I did that. Recently, my divorce has been finalized, so that means I get to post my videos. The good news is, you guys, is that I have been filming for the last year. So I have footage, I have things I've done, nothing put together in a video yet, but I do have a lot of footage from the past year, which I'm excited to edit and get up and running so you guys can just kind of see what I've been doing the last year. So when you watch a video, they'll probably be out of sequence. The kids will be different ages, all look different, everything will be different, but there are some fun times, some interesting times. So I am looking forward to getting those videos up. That comes to the next question. Am I married? Obviously not anymore. I am divorced. I went through a very complicated divorce, I'll say. And for those of you who have been divorced, I feel for you guys. But like I said, it's over. I'm very glad it's over. Unfortunately, there was just a lot going on, and it was a rough year for me and my family. I'm very fortunate that I have my sanity, I have my kids, and I'm grateful and blessed for that. So another question you guys asked were, how many times have I been married? Only once. I was married, as most people think, I was never going to get divorced. I was married for over 10 years with my ex for 3 years. And we have 3 kids together, hence Chantelle, mom of 3. And you guys know my kids. I have Sloan, Sadie, and Scotty. Their ages right now are 7, 5, and 3. So it's a crazy time, but we are loving life. You guys also asked, how is my relationship with my ex? Well, certain things I just can't say. I try and do the best I can for my kids. So I try to put on a smile and a happy face. I never, ever talk poorly about my ex in front of my kids. I try and just have a good positive relationship with him for my children, but it's very difficult considering what we went through the last almost 2 years. So that being said, you guys have asked, am I dating? Of course I'm dating. Yes, I am dating. The dating scene now is crazy. It's fun and exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. And I'm excited to show a video. I went to Vegas, so that's a whole video in itself, because what happens in Vegas does not always stay in Vegas. So that was really fun. But yes, I am dating. I'm seeing someone. It's a whole new world that I never thought I'd be in my 40s. So I am dating. I have little note cards. Another thing that you guys really want to know is about our family. And I actually put a little diagram on a whiteboard because it's the only way I know how to explain our crazy family. So here you go. I hope you guys can see this with the glare of the window. So as you can see, oh goodness, sorry guys, there's a glare. Down at the bottom is Paul. Paul is the dad in this whole thing. He is my dad, he is Shannon's dad. And I apologize for the glare. So, his first wife, he had one son, Paul, that's our brother. We don't have any relationship with his first wife, but we do have a relationship with our brother. Completely normal, everything's great. Second wife, which was my mom, he had me. Just one child. However, my mom already had a previous child, so I have a sister from another mister who's older than I am, and she lives here in Colorado. Then, fast forward, his third wife, oh, and my mom has since passed away, so my mom is no longer in the picture. So yeah. His third wife is Joy, and he had two kids, Shannon and Brittany, with Joy. And now they are no longer together. However, all five of us, kid-wise, we all get along. We're all really close. My brother, Shannon and Brittany, they all live in California. We all grew up together. So we have a really good relationship. Joy is my stepmom, and I've known her for the majority of my life. She has been like a mother to me. I call her mom, and when we're all together, it's just like she's my mom. She's the only mother figure I have really anymore, and I love her. I've known her, like I said, my whole life, and I'm very blessed that I have two sisters from her. And that is the only thing I can say about divorce, you guys, is that I never wanted to be divorced. I never thought I would be a statistic and have to have a broken family. But I will say this. Had my dad not divorced my mom and met Joy, I wouldn't have Shannon and Brittany. And I truly cannot imagine my life without Shannon and Brittany, my sisters. They are just amazing. And so when I try and think of the positives about my divorce, I think about that. So anyways, that's kind of our family tree. I hope that makes sense. If you need to pause it and look at kind of the arrows again, I know I probably went through that kind of quickly, but that just kind of gives you a little overview of our family. So Shannon, Brittany, and I all have the same father, and my brother Paul. So that's our family. Let's see. A few of you guys asked why I moved away from California. This is a tough thing. I did not want to move away from California. My ex-husband, however, did. And he decided to move to Colorado, where my sister and my mom lived here at the time. It was very hard for me to leave California. I never thought I would leave. I loved my family. At the time, Shannon and Brittany were younger and they were kind of in college and doing their thing. Shannon was going through kind of a rough time in her life. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'll go on and do my own thing. I was in my late 20s and I moved to Colorado. I do sometimes regret moving. I miss my family very much, especially now that Shannon has Snow and my other sister's married and we all get along. And that's one great thing about our family, you guys, is that my stepmom, my dad's new girlfriend, my stepmom's husband, we all get along. So we literally all get together, we play games, we eat dinner, we have family dinners. We are so fortunate in that aspect. I know that is very abnormal for a lot of divorced families. I was hoping that I would be able to do that with my ex, but I think we're a few years out. But I do get along really well with our family. It's a great environment, and I am very sad that I don't live there anymore. And then you guys ask, well, why don't you move back? I would love to move back to California. However, I can't. Right now, with the circumstances of my divorce, I cannot leave the state of Colorado. So it's kind of off the table as of right now. as much as I would love to go back. I do love Colorado. I love where I live. I live in a great community. My kids go to a wonderful school, but it is hard not having your family. So I'm very fortunate. I get to go back to California quite often and visit my family, but it's just not the same when they're doing like family dinners or getting together and going to Disneyland or just going to a park. So I really do miss that aspect. So who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. I never thought I'd be in this predicament that I'm in now, or situation, however you want to look at it. So next year, things could be completely different. Who knows? A lot of you guys wanted to know about Shannon and what I think of her past, what's our relationship now, and how was it growing up with Shannon. So I'll touch on this a little bit. I have done what I think of her past in a previous video. You guys can go back and look at that. And I explain, I get kind of emotional, but yeah, so there's a whole video on that. You guys can look at that. However, present time, I admire Shannon so much for what she has done. If you guys are longtime followers, you know her life and what's gone on with her. And yeah, it was crazy growing up with Shannon. We're 8 years apart. So when Shannon came along, she was like my little baby doll. And if you look at pictures, I literally was 8 when she was born, and I would carry her around, and I just thought she was my baby. And my stepmom was amazing because she was very young, and she was like, here, just take care of her. So it's really funny when you look at old home videos. I'm like the little mommy, you know, taking care of Shannon and feeding her and changing her diapers. So I was her room mom at school and was always making cupcakes and going in and volunteering in her school, even though I wasn't that much older. And then as Shannon got kind of spiraled and went downhill, it was really tough for me because again, I took on kind of that mom role instead of a sister role, which I know now, hindsight is 2020, it probably wasn't the best role to play in her life. It was very difficult for me because I feel like I kind of failed. So I really wasn't there for her like a sister should be there for her. We were close, but I kind of, I think maybe just disciplined her more than I should have been. I should have been more of like a sister and a mentor and a shoulder to cry on. So it was tough. Let me tell you, there were some crazy times, particularly one time we went camping. Shannon was 13. I noticed that she had a tattoo and she had cigarettes. And so I took her cigarettes and hid them. And she ransacked my tent, you guys. Like, threw everything around. It looked like a bear had made its way into my tent. There was stuff everywhere. So that was just one incident of how she was. But yeah, it was crazy. We had good times. I look back now and I wouldn't change anything because it's made who I am today and it's made who Shannon is today. I think she has come such a long way. I couldn't be more proud of the woman, the wife, and the mother that she has become. When I look at her with Snow, it's just amazing. And it's something that she's wanted so badly. I've wanted it for her. So I'm really glad that she has come as far as she has and just become a great, awesome woman. So big love, big hugs to my sister, Shannon. I love you. You are amazing. And I'm your biggest fan. Okay, moving on. People ask, what do you do? Do you work? I wish I could say I just sat around and did nothing and then money just appeared in my bank account. That's not the case. I do work. I do interior design, which I think a lot of you know. I've done interior design for 20 plus years. Started off, I did go to college. I went to FIDM, which is in Los Angeles. I also went to a variety of other colleges to minor in child development. So I would teach. A lot of people 20 years ago said, interior design will never take off. You're never going to make a career out of it. And then all of a sudden, look at HGTV. Interior design is everywhere. Pinterest, Instagram. It's crazy. So I am very fortunate to get to do what I absolutely love doing. However, things have changed a little bit in the design world with HGTV and Pinterest. People are doing a lot more DIY. So I don't do as much work as I used to. Plus, I have 3 kids. So ultimately, I kind of was a stay-at-home mom doing side jobs. And now, since my divorce is final, I have to go back to work. So with interior design, I'm very fortunate that I get to work maybe a few months out of the year. I save my money and I'm able to live off of that. So no, I don't get a big check from my ex-husband. He's not that wealthy and not smart. So yes, I work. That's how I pay my bills, and I will continue to do that. Another thing you guys have asked is how I'm able to travel as much as I do. I don't think I travel that much. I would like to travel more, but I am able to travel because my ex does take the kids on certain weekends, and I fly back to California, which is a super easy flight. It's like an hour and 40-minute flight for me, and I get tickets on Southwest, which are super cheap. A lot of times if I'm flying, I'll do client work. So I do have clients in California. I have clients in New York and Chicago. So if a client offers for me to come to their house, my flight is usually included in that fee. So that's how I'm able to travel so much. Very fortunate, very blessed, and I appreciate every place I get to go in the world. So. And there was a couple questions about being a mom. As you guys know, I'm Chantelle, mom of 3. I have 3 little kiddos, and I love being a mom. It's absolutely amazing. A lot of you guys don't know is that I had fertility issues with my kids as well. Really with my first one, Sloan. It took me a long time to get pregnant with her. I did do IUI. Luckily, I didn't have to do the IVF route, but it took me a long time to get pregnant with her. I've had several miscarriages throughout my, I guess, duration of childbearing times. So that's definitely been hard for me, but I am blessed to have 3 great children who I absolutely adore. And if you're a mom, you know that. You love your kids. And someone asked, what's your favorite part about being a mom? And there's so many different parts about being a mom. I can't narrow it down to one part. But one part that I absolutely love about being a mom, this is going to sound so crazy, I love when my kids are asleep. And not just because there's quiet time. I do enjoy that. But I love you guys walking into their room at night. Before I go to bed, no matter what time it is, no matter how tired I am, I go check on all 3 of my kids. And I spend anywhere from 10 seconds to 2 minutes in my kids' rooms, just looking over them. Hopefully they don't ever wake up because it'll be creepy. But just looking over them and just like, oh my gosh, I created this. And it's just a great time. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and I look down at them and it's just a great feeling. So that is one of my favorite times. There are so many different aspects and favorite times of being a mom. I love when we're outdoors playing or they come up and give me a hug and tell me they love me. It's just great. So yeah, I can do a whole video on my favorite things about being a mom, but that's one of them. And lastly, I'm going to make this video, hopefully not that quick, videos. Yes, guys, I plan to post videos. So much has happened over this past year that I've gotten a new computer, I've gotten a new camera, I'm trying to learn a whole new system, I'm trying to be proactive in my kids' life, trying to raise 3 kids, be a single mom, and work. And honestly, guys, I get tired. I get freaking exhausted. And all I want to do after a long day is sit on the couch or in my bed and watch just reality TV. I'm going to be honest. And have a glass of wine or a cocktail. So yeah, it's hard for me sometimes to get motivated to edit the videos and put them up. And because I don't know how to, there's that. So I promise, actually I'm not going to promise, I'm going to try really hard to do more videos and give you guys more content and more footage to watch. Anyways, I was trying to keep this under 15 minutes and it's not. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more videos coming your guys' way. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. If you have any questions, I love doing these Q&As. So write questions in the comments below. I can't get to everyone's question But definitely send me a message. I'm better at Instagram, honestly. So send me a message on Instagram, Chantelle Mom of 3. I appreciate you watching. I look forward to so many more videos. And thanks for watching. Like me, follow me, Chantelle Mom of 3.